Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year again. This is a new project pan intro. I am so excited to start this project pan, you guys. Last year, I made a lot of rookie moves, a lot. Last year was my first time doing project pan. I'll put my playlist up here if you want to see anything from last year. But I'm so excited to do this one because I actually have some experience and kind of know a little bit more what I'm doing and have so much more like motivation and confidence in doing this because I just feel like I know what I'm doing now. Like I know what I'm getting myself into and I know what products work better and I know what products last longer and don't last as long and what products to put in so that you guys can see the progress. I'm really excited. If you guys aren't familiar with Project Pan, which you should be if you're watching this video, I would assume that you already know what Project Pan is, but basically this is a year-long series that I'm gonna do and I'm going to be trying to use up some of my makeup products. Not just trying. We will succeed, okay? We will. And this year I am so determined to get like $1,000 use. It's the beginning of the years. My eyes are big. I should calm down a little bit. Maybe not $1,000, but that would be pretty cool. So I'm going to tell you guys all of the products that I'm going to be starting my project pan with. And in my project pan, I do a rolling project pan. So basically that means that if there's a product that I'm not enjoying or if I finish something up, I give myself the option to replace those products. This helps me to prevent any hate panning if I'm not liking a product, and it helps me to just be better with progress, so I'm motivated. And yeah, that is everything for the intro, I think. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I'm starting. I am also going to be doing a separate video because I'm also going to be starting a skincare project pan. I just wanted to throw that out there in case you guys are interested in skincare. I'm also doing a separate one, but this one is all about the makeup. I learned so many things from doing my project pan last year, and I did just create a video talking about those things that I learned and things I would do differently. All of that, my ending to my project pan 2020. I'll put the video up here if you guys want to see that, but I based a lot of that off. A lot of those things that I mentioned are how I ended up coming to picking my products. Okay, everything is in my little project pan drawer that I keep handy so I can reach for it very easily. First product that I'm putting into this project pan for face primer is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Last year, I put in a bunch of products that I wanted to just get out of my collection, not necessarily because I loved them or anything like that, but the reasoning for me to put this primer into this project pan is because I love this primer and I'm super excited to be able to use it for the whole year. And then the other reason why I put it in is because it's gonna be super satisfying for you guys to see the progress on it because the packaging is totally clear. A lot of the stuff that I chose last year, I wasn't able to show you guys the progress, or it was like super boring because the packaging prevented you guys from seeing the product being used up. So this one is perfect. It is literally so perfect. I don't have to do anything. The thing like pushes it up and I can like just add my progress lines here for you guys. This is where we are starting out. There's still a ton of product in here. I definitely feel like I'm gonna finish this like within the first 6 months, I would say. I feel like I will, at least. I don't know. I would love to go through like 2 primers this year, if not more. I think that that's totally doable. So yeah, that is the first product into Project Pan 2021. For my foundation, I have chosen the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I had a really hard time choosing what foundation I wanted to put into this project pan. I was really going between this one and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, which may end up in the project pan like later on, but right now I really wanted to use this Fenty Beauty one because I have had this one longer. So obviously I want to get it out of my collection faster so it doesn't expire, but I also really have been wanting to use this. Like I've had the need, or not the need, I've had the want to reach for this a lot lately. I love hydrating foundations and I need hydration in the winter time, which is why I went with this one over the luminous one. The luminous one from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm sure has hydration properties in it. Actually, I don't really know. I'll have to look that up sometime. But it's mainly for being luminous and glowy, whereas this one is made to be more hydrating. So I feel like for right now, because we are in winter, this is a good choice to be able to start out with. I'm probably going to go through this relatively quickly. Like, I can see myself using this up by the summertime, I would say. Yeah, I definitely feel like I can use it up by then, if not sooner. But yeah, that is the one we were putting into the project pan. And right now, I put my progress line as being right here because when I squeezed everything down, like basically for these tubes, I squeeze everything down and then I kind of like bend it. And then that's where I put my progress line. Next up for concealer, I'm going to be using up the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Used Sculpting Concealer. I like this concealer, but I don't love the color of it. And it's been in my collection for quite some time. So it's definitely one of those products that like, it's not one of my favorite things that I want to use up, which is definitely why I think it's important to have some things in there that I really like and look forward to using up. And I'm really hoping that I don't like hate pan this. I don't think I'm going to, because I do like the overall concealer like as a product. I just don't love the color of it. It does lean a little bit dark on me and a little bit yellow. I feel like Too Faced light, like super fair complexion products are always so weird for me personally. I have super fair skin, so like sometimes it's really noticeable if something is way too yellow or way too pink on my skin tone, and this one leans a little bit too yellow for me, so I much prefer neutral ones. And oh my god, that just went everywhere. But yeah, also I don't really use Too Faced at all anymore. I don't purchase from Too Faced. I don't use Too Faced. I think this is the last thing I ever bought from Too Faced, and it is definitely expired. Just gonna be honest, but it doesn't smell bad or anything. And I feel like the last time I used it, the consistency was still okay. So it's one of those products that I can't show you guys how much is in there. However, I did weigh it so we can like actually see weight differences if I made any progress. So I'm gonna pop that up on the screen here, and then I'll be able to do comparisons as I do my updates. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys for my updates. Definitely gonna be doing an update at least every other month so that we can get 6 updates throughout the year. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna do them monthly. I don't want to say I'm going to, because I sometimes go through like a whole month where I just barely use any makeup, and I absolutely have nothing to share with you guys, and I'm not gonna make a video just to make a video. Like, I'm gonna make a video so that there's actually a purpose to it, you know? Anyways, that's the concealer. For powder, I don't have a lot of powders in my collection, but I did decide to choose the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I don't think this is a bad powder, but I really never reach for this because even though it's translucent, it has a color to it. It's kind of yellow, and I can't use this under my eyes, which is usually where I'm setting my face, is under my eyes. So I think it's gonna take me a long time to go through this because I'm gonna try to use it on my face. I think in the summertime is where I'll get a lot of use out of this if I don't finish it up by then, because I do get a little bit darker in the summer, not too much, but it'll be enough to where this doesn't look yellow or off underneath my eyes. I mean, honestly guys, I need a white translucent powder for it to work for me, especially if it's in the winter time. I'm just that fair. But anyways, this is the one that I chose, and I did do a progress line on the back here. So I don't know if you guys, yeah, you should be able to see the powder on both sides here kind of sitting, and I kind of marked it across here. So we're about halfway through this right now, and I think it's gonna take me a while to get through. I don't know, maybe it won't. We will just have to find out. But that's the powder I chose. For setting spray, another Hourglass product. I feel like I'm going to be buying less Hourglass products next year because I feel a lot of products that I've bought from Hourglass, they're good, but I don't think they're worth the price. They're very expensive. They're very expensive, you guys. And they're not the most shade inclusive either. I'm not really going to go into all of that, but I don't think I'm going to be buying much Hourglass next year. I just feel like it's just really expensive, and I haven't been like fully enjoying the products that I've been getting from them. like I do with like, say like Pat McGrath. When I get something from them, I'm just like over the freaking top of the moon. Like I love Pat McGrath. Whereas like with this one, it's like super expensive and I'm just like, cool. And this was so expensive, you guys. This is the Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. I don't know why I purchased this. I really don't know why I purchased this. I've barely used it since I got it, so I really don't even have an opinion on this other than I think the spray itself is very fine, which is nice. Oh my god, that just went in my eyes. It's got a nice spray on it. It's a pretty big bottle. I feel like this is gonna take me a decent amount of time to use up. I definitely think I'll use it up within 6 months though, I feel. And now I just inhaled some. This setting spray is $48, guys. $48. Who spends $48 on a setting spray? I need to get my money's worth on this. This is just like last year and the foundation stick. I am determined, okay? You will not steal my $48 from me, okay? So that's the setting spray I chose. I'm going to definitely try my best to use up as many setting sprays as I can this year. I find it pretty easy for me personally to use up setting sprays, so I'm very confident that I'm gonna get all my money's worth. Okay, for bronzer. Now I could be a little overzealous, is that the word? Like I feel like I'm a little overly excited about this and I'm really hoping I'm gonna be able to do what I'm gonna try to do. But I have 2 bronzers put into my project pan, and that's because one is a cream and one is a powder. So first of all, the powder one, I have my Marc Jacobs Omega Fantastic Bronzer. Let me tell you, first of all, this is one of those products that I absolutely freaking love, okay? I love this bronzer and I am not putting it in this project pan because I want to get rid of it. I'm a little sad about the thought of getting rid of it. However, I cannot keep products in my collection for years and years and years. I have to use them up. This is one of my most expensive bronzers. Let's get my money's worth. It's already quite, it's a couple years old already, even though I feel like powders like last like literally forever. Not literally, but it could last for so long. It is time to put some work in on this guy, okay? And I am so happy to do so because I love it. I love it. And if I get to the end of this, if I do even pan this entirely, I think I will hit pan. I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to pan this entire thing. Stay tuned to find out because that is big. Like, oh, very big. But I definitely know I'm going to hit pan. Like, I don't think it's going to be hard for me to hit pan on this. To use up the whole thing, that's a whole different story. And if I don't, I'm okay with that. I just want to be able to get some really good use out of it. That's all I'm saying. Also, when I move home, I'm living in Italy currently, but when I move home in the middle of the year, this is going to be a product that I'm going to be really happy to have with me because it's a really long process for us to move. So I won't have my bulk of my makeup collection for quite some time. So being able to have a product like this where there's a lot of product in here, and not only that, it's got an enormous mirror, that's gonna help me out a lot for when I'm moving. So I have that one into the project pan, and the other one I have is a cream. And again, did I even talk to you guys about this already? I don't know why I'm saying again. So because cream products don't last as long as powder products, I put in a few different creams into this project pan, and I also really want to do more cream makeup. Like I just really enjoy the look of that. I love the way that fresh, dewy, like glowy looking makeup looks, and I don't want to use as much powder this year. I'm really going down that path. Like I want creams on my face, except for my eyes. I like eyeshadow. I don't really like eye creams. Anyways, this is the Fenty cream bronzer in Butter Biscuit, and it looks disgusting. Let me just warn you, there is like little hairs in here and everything. Like it just happens with creams, okay? But here it is. I don't have any pan or anything. If I'm being honest, I've only used this a few times. Like I haven't used it a whole bunch. But I do feel like this product is gonna go relatively quickly. Creams, I feel, do go pretty quickly. So I'm really hoping that I'll be able to pan this entire thing. I have a few cream bronzers, so that's why I decided to put this one in, even though it's not like necessarily old or anything. But I need to get through those creams because cream products just don't last as long. So the other cream product I have is also from Fenty. It's a cream blush. I have the shade Fuego Flush. I have another one as well. Dang, I can't get it open. But this is the more orangey looking one. And if I'm being honest, I really wanted to put both of them in. I really wanted to, but blushes take a really long time to get through. This one is quite small, so I feel like I can do this. I definitely feel like I can pan this whole thing. Hopefully, oh my god, I don't know why my heart just skipped a beat because I thought I went like this and it broke, but it didn't, and I don't know what just happened. I want to see how quickly this starts going, and then if I feel like it's going pretty quickly, I'm gonna pull in the other one into the project pan and if this one starts going quickly, because I want to be able to use both of them up. The other one I have is Petal Poppin', and it's more of a pinky blush, which I think I'm gonna love in the summertime. I mean, I think I would love it now as well, but the reason why I want to put them both in is because I love them even more when I can mix them. But I don't want to be super like excited and put a whole bunch of products in, because I did that last year and I really regretted it. I mean, it was my first project pan, but I definitely learned like I just gotta be a little patient, see how this goes, and then maybe add in the next one. The next thing I want to pan is my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. I had in my head for the longest time that I would never get rid of this. And I don't want to get rid of it, but I do want to use it. I think I'm not going to be able to use this entire thing. It takes me a long time to go through highlighter, and this is the only highlighter that I have even slightly a dip in it, and even then it's barely anything. It takes me forever to go through a highlighter, but I'm hoping for this one. I don't think I'm necessarily like want to be able to finish the whole thing. I mean, if I do, great, but I don't have high hopes that I'm gonna finish the whole thing. But if I can hit pan on it and get like a decent round pan going, I'll be really happy with that. Like, that's all I'm really hoping out of this one, is just to be able to get some really good pan into it and get some good use out of it. This was the absolute hardest thing for me to choose for this project pan, and that is eyeshadow. And that's because I feel like I failed miserably last year on eyeshadow. I am the type of person that I absolutely need variety, and I get very bored with eyeshadow very quickly. So it's very, very, very hard for me to pan eyeshadow. I literally last year was only able to pan, not even like fully pan, like just hit pan on one shadow in the palette that I used last year. I'm definitely going to try harder this year. I have a lot more like tactics and stuff. That sounds so weird. This is makeup. But I have a lot more ways that I want to use the palette to be able to get better use out of it. I'm going to be putting in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. Okay, first of all, I'm not going to try to pan the whole thing. I mean, again, that would be like amazing goals, but that's not the overall goal here when it comes to me putting in this eyeshadow palette. And I don't think I will ever like go down the path of panning an entire eyeshadow palette. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. But I do think that I can put some goals toward the palette that I could be satisfied with. So first of all, the reason why I chose this palette is because it has all of those really basic everyday colors that I love, with a little bit of variety in there. It has a black, it has a light shade for my brow bone or to set my eyeshadow primer if I want to do that. Tons of different transition shades, deepening shades, easy shades to put on the inner corner. Like, there's a lot of variety in here that I could use for really like general standard go-to shades. I do have some decent dips going in this palette already because I really love this palette a lot. That's the other reason I love this palette. So I feel really confident that I could hit pan on some of these shadows. So my goal for this year is to be able to hit pan on 5 shades. There's 14 shades in here total, but if I could just hit 5, like just hit pan on 5 shades, I feel like that will make me really happy, and I feel like I will call it a success. And I think I can do it. I really do. There's some really good dips in here, so I feel pretty good about that. The last reason why I chose this palette is because I'll be moving. This is gonna be the perfect staple palette for me to have with me when I move. I think this is just a great travel-friendly kind of palette because it has everything you need in here to make beautiful everyday looks and glam looks. It's just a very good go-to palette, so that's why I chose it, and like I said, I don't want to pan the entire thing. I just want to get some good use out of it. I have one more eyeshadow product that I'm going to be putting in the project pan. I can see myself rotating this out possibly, but I'm going to give my best try on it. And that is the Ace Beauty Glimmer Eyeshadow in Iced Latte. Really pretty, and I used this a lot at one point. It's just a beautiful, coppery, super like shiny and shimmery shade. I love the little shimmers in here, but I do find that sometimes this will crease on me. So I'm gonna give it my best try to try and hit pan on this and see how far I get. But I may end up rotating it out because that's a lot of eyeshadow to put in a project pan, and I know I'm aware of that, but I wanted to just at least try. I just want to try, you know? Okay, last up we just have lip products. Last year, Mom dummy put in 7 lipsticks. 7 lipstick bullets. Stupid me. Stupid. We've learned, we've grown. We're thriving now, okay? We're not thriving, but we're like trying. So this year I'm putting in 4 lip products, but they're not lipsticks like I did last year. Though I'm only putting in 1 lipstick bullet, which is the Becca Ultimate Love lipstick in the shade Dune. It's a beautiful, beautiful nude color. Actually, I have it on my lips right now. It goes with so many looks, and it's just a really nice, really comfortable lipstick. I really love it. So I'm really excited to have this into the project pan. It's pretty full. Well, we'll see how it goes throughout the year. But yeah, that's the lipstick I put in. I also put in 2 glosses. One is a gloss stick. This is by Marc Jacobs. It is gorgeous. I actually love this lip product, so I'm super excited to put it in the project pan. It looks like that is just, oh, it is such a beautiful color, but I definitely need to get more use out of it because I haven't been using it enough. I am not going to be able to show you guys the progress on this, though I did weigh it. Like I said, for some of these products, I can't show you the progress. Most of the stuff you guys can see the progress though. This one, if you turn it up, you can't turn it back down. So I'm not even going to try to show you. But yeah, I have that in there. And then the last one I have is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. I really love this lip gloss. It's one that ends up in my purse pretty often. You can't tell too much because there's still a lot of product in there, but basically, let me show you guys the progress line. But here's where we're starting out, almost to the top. I feel good about it though. I feel like this will go okay. I think I can finish it by the end of the year. We're still going to be wearing a lot of masks this year though, so hopefully me putting in 3 lipsticks is not a mistake. I guess we will find out. And then the last one I have is a lip balm, so I can use this literally anytime, and I definitely feel like I'm going to use this up. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I used it up pretty quickly. Now that I'm putting it in the project pan, it's really going to motivate me to like try and use it as much as possible. But this is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in Peach. I love this. I really, really love this. I don't know if it necessarily is like amazing for super dry cracked lips, but I do like it for like upkeep. Like not necessarily for healing, just to like keep it moisturized but not to heal. And I do like to wear this when I go to bed. I mean, I like to wear it anytime, but it's something that I've kept at my bedstand for a while, and I think that by doing that, it's really going to make it easy for me to use this. I may throw this one in my purse and the one in my purse on my nightstand instead so that I could wear this one out and stuff because it's lip glowy. It's supposed to be like kind of glossy looking, but also a balm. But again, there's the mask situation, so is it even worth putting it in my purse? I don't know. Okay, the last thing I'm putting in here, this seems like a lot of products, but I really do feel good about them. Like I really do. These eyeliners, I don't know. But I have 2 eyeliners that I'm going to put into the project pan. I'm more interested in trying to use up more of the nude one. There's a lot of freaking liner in here, and I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to use this by the end of the year. This one I think I'm going to get a lot more good use out of. I've had this for a long time. It's just a black one. Oh, by the way, these are the Sephora Colorful Shadow and Liner and Waterproof. These are amazing. These are such good liners. They last all day on your waterline and they're super comfortable. Like these are really good liners. And the black one is like one of my favorite liners ever for the waterline. That's why it's already kind of short. But I want to try and just get a little bit more use out of it. I don't necessarily think I'm going to keep this in for the whole time or like the entire year or anything, but I just want to get a little bit more use out of it. That's why I'm putting it in the project pan. It really just pushes me to use certain products. And then the nude one is the one that I'm more interested in, to be honest. So I'm gonna try really hard to use this as much as I can. I may even try using this as like a primer kind of, or like a base, because I didn't put an eyeshadow primer into this project pan this year because I don't have very many. I only have like 2, so I don't want to like, so I really don't have a use to, I don't have a reason to put it into the project pan, but I do have a reason to put this in, and I could use this like as a base. Also, obviously as a nude liner. It's really creamy, really nice. I love this a lot, so I'm excited to get some use out of this. And that is everything that I'm putting into my 2021 project pan for the beginning. Because obviously, like I said, this is rotating, or this is a rolling project pan, so this is going to change throughout the year. I'm going to be using products up, putting more products in, and obviously I'm going to be sharing all of those updates with you guys along the way whenever I do my updates. Again, will probably be like every other month. If there's a month where I make a lot of really good progress, then I'll do another like update. But like I was saying earlier, I don't want to do one if I'm not making any progress. So if you guys don't see an update, it's because I didn't make any progress. Then when I do have progress to share with you guys, I will do an update. But I will do one at least every other month. Okay, I have talked so much. This has been a really long intro for a project pan, and I felt like there was a lot of products, but I'm really excited. I'm really motivated. I can't wait to start using these products. I already had when I was doing my makeup today, I was like, oh, I want to use my project pan items, but I'm going to be using them all year, so there's no reason to be super excited. I shouldn't get too excited because I know after a while I'm going to be like, I don't want to use it anymore. I know at least 1 or 2 products are going to end up like that. Anyways, I'm rambling. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you guys liked this video, and if you want to follow me along with this, it'd be great if you would subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And thank you so much for watching and making it to the end here. I appreciate you so much, and I really hope to see you in my next video, which is going to be my skincare intro, if you want to see that. Okay, bye!
Like a Friday night on the weekend, I feel blessed and free. I just don't want this moment to end. But now you say you gotta go.